Hi everyone, I am Dev Salakchi from CSE Department, Rohini College of Engineering and Technology. Subject name is Web Technologies. Here we are going to discuss about the topic an introduction to PHP. PHP is basically used for developing web-based software applications. PHP is probably the most popular scripting language on the web. It is used to enhance the web pages. PHP is also known as the server-sided language. Common uses of PHP. PHP performs system functions, that is from files on a system. It can create, open, read, write and close them. PHP can handle forms. The user can add, delete, and modify elements within the database through PHP. They can access cookies, variables, and set cookies. Using PHP, the user can restrict users to access some pages of the website. It can encrypt data. Programming with PHP. Commands. A command is the portion of a program that exists only for the human reader and striped out before displaying the program's result. Single line commands as well as multi-line commands. Rules of PHP. PHP is white space is sensitive. PHP is case sensitive. Statements and expressions terminated by semicolons. Expressions and the combinations of tokens. Braces makes blocks. PHP variable types. All variables in PHP are denoted with a leading dollar sign. The value of value of its most recent assignment. The variables are assigned with equal operator with the variable on the left hand side and the expression to be evaluated on the right side. Variable scope. Scope can be defined as the range of availability a variable has to program in which it is declared. PHP variables can be one of four scope types: local variables, function parameters, global variables, and static variables. Variable naming. Rules for variable naming. Variable names must begin with the letter or underscore character. A variable name can consist of numbers, letters, underscores, but the user cannot use characters. PHP control statements. So PHP control statements we have here comes under the decision making statement. First one is the if else and switch statement are used to take decisions based on the different condition. If statement executes some code only if a specified condition is true. If else statement executes some code if a condition is true and other code if the condition is false. If else if statement specifies a new condition to test if the first condition is false. Switch statement selects one of many blocks of code to be executed. The if statement. So this is one of the example for if statement. Here we are having PHP is the first line and next we are giving the variable that we are giving date and next one we are checking the condition. Finally we are displaying one message with the help of echo statement. If else statement. Here also we are doing if else statement. Here we are having if the condition is true means it will be display have a good day, otherwise if the condition is false it will display the message as the have a good night. If else ladder. So in if else ladder we have to check the condition. Here we can check the two conditions. First we have to check whether the first condition is true or not. If that condition is true means it will be display one message that is a have a good morning. If that condition is false means again the second condition will be checked, that will be if that is true means it will be execute have a good day, otherwise it will be execute the statement have a good night. Switch statement. So a switch statement is used to execute many blocks. So for that we have to use, here we are going to display. So first it's mentioning the PHP statement and next one is here we are declaring the variable date D and then that date D variable is giving inside the switch statement, that is the expression we are giving here. So based on that if you are giving the date that time, based on that it will be displayed the message that is Tuesday, Wednesday or Monday, that thing will be displayed here. Looping statements. Loops in PHP are used to execute the same block of code as specified number of times. PHP supports following 4 loop types. First one is the for loop, while loop, do while loop, for each. So for loop loops through a block of code a specified number of times. While loop loops through a block of code if and as long as specified condition is true. Do while loop loops through a block of code once and then repeats the loop as long as a special condition is true. For each loop loops through a block of code for each element in an array. So for loop, this is the example for loop. So here we are declaring the variable as a as well as b. So here we are using the for loop. So based on that value, it will be check the condition and then the value will be added with the variable a as well as b. Finally, the value of a as well as b will be printed. While loop. So here we are using the variable as I is equal to 0 and the num is equal to 50. Then we have to use the while loop syntax. While here we are using the I less than 10. This condition only we are checking here. If that is true means it will be execute the remaining block, that is num minus minus as well as I plus plus. So here the num value will be reduced. So for each and every execution will be check the condition, the num value will be reduced. So the num value is 50 here. Again and again that value will be reduced. And finally for each and every number value is reduced. At the same time the I value will be increased. Do while loop. So in this do while loop, first it will be execute. If the condition is false also, first it will be execute only once the statement which is present inside the loop, and then it will be check the condition. So this is the difference between while loop as well as the do while loop. For each loop, here we are displaying array values here. So we are mentioning array value is 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Here we are mentioning here for each array as value. So for each and every element it will be taken as the value, and finally we are displaying the echo with the help of the value variable. Break statement. The PHP break keyword is used to terminate the execution of a loop permanently. The break statement is situated inside the statement block. After coming out of the loop, immediate statement to the loop will be executed. Continue statement. The PHP continue keyword is used to halt the current iteration of the loop, but it does not terminate the loop. Just like the break statement, the continue statement is situated inside the statement block containing the code that the loop executes preceded by the conditional test. For the pass encountering continue statement, rest of the loop code is skipped and next pass starts. Thank you.